Class 9 Biology Chapter 1st Part 3rd. Morning students. Dear students, first of all, while viewing this video, all of you must open your book and see table 2.1. This will help you a lot. So today in this session, that is in part 3rd, we will discuss all the parts of a cell. Either it is living, non-living, cytoplasmic part or the part inside the nucleus. The first part is cell wall. Cell wall is a structure that is present only in plants. Now about the main characteristics. It is only present in the plant cell. It is non-living structure. Freely permeable means any substance can pass through the cell wall. This is mainly composed of, means cell wall is made by cellulose. Cellulose, a rigid substance which provide rigidity to the cell. So about the function, first of all, cell wall gives rigidity and shape to the plant cell. Allow substance in solution to enter and leave the cell without any hindrance, means any substance can pass through the cell wall. And third, it provides protection. So this is about the cell wall. Now second, cell membrane, also known as plasma membrane. Now in the animal cell it is the outermost, but in plant cell, in animal cell it is outermost, but in plant cell, cell wall is the outermost. It is thin, flexible and living membrane. Thin, flexible and living membrane. It possesses fine pores, that's why it is semi-permeable. Semi-permeable. It is made of lipid and protein, hence it is lipoproteinous. It separates, about the function, it separates the cell content from the outermost environment, regulates the entry of certain solute and ion, maintains shape of the cell when a cell is in the distinct condition. Now third, cytoplasm. So this is the cytoplasm. If this is the cell membrane, the part inside the cell membrane is called cytoplasm. All the parts together inside the plasma membrane exclude nucleus. So if we exclude nucleus, then the part inside the cell membrane is called cytoplasm. It contains a mixture of water and soluble inorganic and organic compounds and various organelles. So this cytoplasm contains inorganic as well as organic compound and various organelles. Now what are the functions? Different organelles contained in it perform different function, means whatever the organelles that are present inside the cytoplasm perform various functions. No organelle interfere with the function of other organelle. That's why dignity of liver, seen among the cells. All metabolic activities, for example, respiration that takes place in the mitochondria takes place inside the organelles, and it is the site of initial step of respiration, that is aerobic mode, and the production of pyruvic acid, that is the anaerobic respiration. Now, fourth, endoplasmic reticulum. Endoplasmic reticulum is the cytoplasmic organelle. It is an network of double membrane tubule that connect nuclear membrane with the cell membrane. So this is the endoplasmic reticulum. This forms a network in the cytoplasm. It is continuous with the plasma membrane with the nuclear membrane. May be smooth and rough due to the presence and absence of ribosome. What are the characteristics of the endoplasmic reticulum? Double membraned double membraned tubules maybe appear smooth or rough due to the presence of ribosome. Now function of endoplasmic reticulum, as it is a network or it appears in the form network, it provides supportive framework to the cell. And the second, synthesis and transport of proteins and fats in the cell. Now, next, mitochondria. Mitochondria are various shapes, usually sausage-like, like this. Double wall. Inner wall appears smooth, but the outer wall appears smooth, but the inner wall is projected into various projections, and these projections are known as cristae. These projections are known as cristae that increases numerous surface area for the site of respiration. These mitochondria have their own DNA. That's why mitochondria is an autonomous organelle in a cell. Means when a cell divides, mitochondria do not the instruction given by the nucleus or a cell. It can divide thereby on during the resting phase of a cell cycle. It also contains on ribosomes. That's why can synthesize protein. Now about the key function, release of energy from pyruvic acid, because we have discussed these are the mitochondria, the site of respiration. So when pyruvic acid are formed as a result of glycolysis, this pyruvic acid enters into the mitochondria and thus release energy. That's why mitochondria is also known as powerhouse of cell, because energy are produced by cell. Second, synthesis and of respiratory enzymes. So mitochondria are the site of production of enzymes. Clear all of you? The next part, Golgi body. Golgi body are also known as Golgi complex because these are consist of tubules, vesicles and vacuoles. In plant cell, it is known as diptyosomes. These Golgi complex are the site of production and synthesis of various enzymes and hormones. Enzymes and hormones that are the chemical substance needed for the various life activities. Ribosomes. Ribosomes are the granular structures that are either scattered in the cytoplasm or attached with the endoplasmic reticulum. These ribosomes are the means for production of protein. Lysosomes. Lysosomes are the membranous sheet. Lysosomes are the membranous sheet budded up from the Golgi bodies contain 40 different enzymes, and these lysosomes are meant for intracellular digestion, destroy foreign particles. When cell is injured, they destroy their own organs, hence it is called suicide wave of a cell. It also damages cartilage during the formation of bone. So dear student, you must refer your table, that is 2.1, while reading this. Listen, clear all of you?